Our top story tonight, authorities have identified the victim in a deadly shooting during a Cinco de Mayo celebration in Statesboro as the investigation continues into the incident that left him dead and at least 2 others injured. WSAV's Evan Smoke joining us now live from the scene with the latest details from police.
Ben, authorities have identified the man that was killed in yesterday's incident. I'm here near the Azul Tex-Mex restaurant where police say gunfire erupted during a celebration, leaving 2 people shot and a 3rd person injured into a car crash while trying to escape the chaos. All 3 victims were taken to a nearby hospital where an adult male later died from his wounds. That man has now been identified as Statesboro resident 39-year-old Gregory Johnson, who also has ties to both Claxton and the state of Florida. Earlier today, I got a chance to speak with Statesboro Mayor Jonathan McCollar about this incident.
It's heartbreaking for us to even have to come together under these circumstances, and it's even more regretful when we have a loss of life in a senseless gun violence act within our community.
The mayor adds he thinks more steps should be taken to prevent things like this from happening again.
I think not just our community, but our country as a greater whole, we got to have a serious conversation about gun violence. No other country in the world deals with the level of gun violence that we deal with here in America. And so I think it's time for us to start really having some serious conversation about what we can do as far as curbing that within our society.
He also says the shooting is not a reflection of the city.
We want to be clear about this is the first homicide that the city of Statesboro's had since October of last year. So the city of Statesboro is a very safe place, but an event like this is extremely uncommon for our community. And so we want to bring about justice in this situation. But what we want to continue to let folks know is that this is our community. It's our responsibility to keep it safe, and we want to work together to do so.
Mayor McCollar and the Statesboro Police Department are encouraging and urging anyone who might have witnessed last night to come forward with any information. You could submit a tip anonymously on the Statesboro Police Department's website or by contacting the number shown on your screen. Live in Statesboro, Evan Smoke, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Evan, thank you. Savannah police are investigating an armed robbery with shots fired on the city's east side. It happened this afternoon. Officers responded to the 1900 block of East 51st Street just after 1:20, where one man was assaulted during the incident. Police say the robbery involved gunfire, though investigators do not believe anyone was hit by gunfire. A man suffering non-life-threatening injuries was taken to the hospital. At this time, the suspect has not been identified. It remains on the run. Anyone with information is urged to contact Savannah Police, or you can call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 912-234-2020. Some new developments now. Tybee Island police have made an arrest in connection to this morning's hit and run that left a bicyclist hurt. The crash happened just after 8 o'clock this morning near Highway 80 and Miller. Police say a bicyclist was struck by a car and taken to a hospital, but the driver fled the scene. Investigators used flock license plate readers and camera footage to identify and locate the car and arrested the driver. Police have not yet released the suspect's identity or possible charges. A family is grieving tonight after a house fire in Savannah ended with one man dead and his loved ones trying to piece together what happened inside the home in those final moments. WSAV's Nakaya Harris joining us now with what she's learned after speaking with the family today.
Well, Ben, I learned that man was 54-year-old Anthony Pierce. I spoke with his family at the home today, and they tell me it feels like a nightmare they just can't wake up from.
We heard a pow, pow, pow.
Those are the noises Donovan Pierce says started it all, but she says she had no idea it would ignite a deadly fire.
He said, "Grandma, the house is on fire." I said, because he joke a lot, so I said, the house is on fire. I don't see no fire.
But she quickly learned it was no joke. Fire crews were called to the home in the 100 block of Runaway Point Road just before 11 p.m.
Went towards the kitchen, and the fire was coming up in the back, off the back porch. That's all I saw. I told my brother to come on out, but he didn't, unfortunate.
Pierce tells me her brother Anthony tried to put out as much of the fire as he could. Unfortunately, he died while trying to save his family's home.
I don't know what he had in his hand, but he had something in his hand, and he was just fanning it where the fire was. That's why I told him to come on. The materialistic things, we can get that later. But your life, you need that.
Now, while dealing with his loss, his family says they are focused on his life and the love he gave them all.
Anthony is a very outgoing person. He's very smart. He's gifted.
It's been a week of leaning on each other.
It's been very tiresome. It's been very hurting. It's been very frustrating. And then it just don't seem real.
6 people, 5 adults and 1 child are now displaced and looking to the community for support as they begin to rebuild.
We need the prayers from the community.
Now, the American Red Cross has stepped in to help the family, but they tell me the road to recovery will take time. A joint investigation by the Georgia State Fire Marshal's Office, Chatham County Fire Department, and Chatham County Police Department is still ongoing. Nakia Harris, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Nakia, thank you. It is snake season along the coast, and already some residents have had some dangerous encounters. Michael Retiers lives and works on Tybee Island and is now recovering after being bitten by a rattlesnake last Tuesday. He says the incident happened while he was working in the dunes when he reached his hand into the sand and was bitten. Rentier says he tried to stay calm as a friend then called 911 and he was quickly taken to a hospital. Now recovering, he says the experience has left him warning others to be extremely cautious outdoors this summer.
Be aware when you're outside, especially in the summertime, when you're in the South, in Georgia, you're going to have poisonous snakes.
And doctors say if you're ever bitten by a snake to watch out for the shape of the fang punctures. That can help you determine whether it was venomous or not. If you're unsure, call 911. New at 6, a Richmond Hill girl is being recognized for her quick thinking and heroic actions after helping save her family home from a fire. Richmond Hill Mayor Christy Cox and City Council presented 12-year-old Macy Johnson with a certificate of recognition. City leaders say Macy was coming home from school on March 30th when she saw smoke pouring from her family's garage. With 2 brothers still inside, one asleep upstairs and the other showering, Macy rushed into the home without hesitation. She warned her family by yelling that the house was on fire, giving her brothers and the family dog enough time to escape. The city says Macy's bravery reflects the very best of the Richmond Hill community. A vote that has divided Richmond Hill for months is now final after city leaders officially approved the Bryan County Airport Authority. Before the decision last night, residents packed the meeting room, raising concerns about safety, cost, and whether the project is right for the community. It's not going to be a public airport. Some supporters spoke in favor of the plan, saying pilots in the area need more hangar space and airport capacity, but many in the crowd say they left disappointed and still feel their questions weren't fully answered.
We know that Kevin Bowes and Cindy Hatala were voted into office on the premise that they were going to be pro withdrawing or not participating in the airport. So a lot of us are scratching our heads as to why we were missing a key city council member.
Following the vote, several residents told WSAV they continue to feel their concerns were not heard and noted frustration was higher due to one council seat being empty during the meeting. The Jasper County Courthouse is closed through the end of the week after multiple court employees tested positive for COVID-19. Only the courthouse is affected by the closure. All other Jasper County offices and services remain open and operating under normal hours. Jasper County Public Works will deep clean and disinfect the building while it's closed. Officials say the courthouse is expected to reopen on Monday, pending health and safety clearances. County leaders thank the public for their patience as they work to ensure the safe return to normal operations.